What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 266 of the Aussie Gamers Experience podcast. In the show this week, the Division 2 Episode 1 drops. Bethesda has doomed themselves. More cacked antics on screen. Microsoft has dug its square little claws in. Young Blood is just that. A special guest, and much, much more. Editing Lucas, play the track.
3, 2, 1, 0.
We recommend wearing headphones.
This is the Aussie Gamers
Experience. News, reviews, and outlandish fun. Experience it all.
Thanks for tuning into the show for this week. Today is Monday, the 29th of July, 2019. I'm your host, Snoogs, and joining me for hosting duties this week is the one and only Grejio. How are you, bro?
I am well. And yourself?
I'm kicking along. Also joining us is a very special guest. Filling in for Lucas because he's gone AWOL. Leo Bones. Welcome to the show, mate. How are you?
Yeah, boys, pretty bloody good. How are you bastards going?
Good stuff.
Yes.
Well, always a party when you're here, man.
Oh, yeah, mate. Actually, speaking of parties, it's only customary. 1 second. Oh, geez, that was a tough one, that one. These 4Xs have been in the fridge for a while, Lucas, you cheap bastard.
Oh, God. My hat goes off to anyone that can down a 4X like that.
Oh, that tastes like fucking last night.
Well, Leo, being as though you're the special guest,
Yeah, mate.
I want to get to know you more. So, you know, we've seen you around the place, but we want to know who you are and what it does to make you tick. But before we get into that, I've got a salute for you, brother.
Ooh.
And
So,
to match it,
Cheers.
Mate, I reckon I know what that sound is, and I reckon that was the sound of you taking off your undies. Her medical seal and all.
You'd have to put them on first to do that.
Oh, he's a cheeky one, this bloke. So,
Definitely.
settle down,
Both.
Tiger. Now, what are
Both
you
of them.
drinking? What are you drinking?
I've just cracked a woody.
I'm sure you did.
Over your voice. That's what did it.
Jesus,
You're in the same office as Grejio, are you, buddy?
your homebrew is pretty fucking on point, bro.
It's not bad, eh?
Got a smack in the face, that's for sure.
That's got a punch. All right, Leo, let's jump in, mate. Tell us a bit about yourself.
All right. Well, oh, geez, where do I start, mate? It goes back a long time. I'm a well-seasoned piece of mutton, I'll tell you that much. Anyway, look, yeah, my name's Leo Bones. Mate, I live next door to Lucas. That's how I've gotten onto this bloody show, because he's a bludgeon bastard, can't do the show tonight, so gets me to do his hard work. So anyway, I'll give you something, because I know Lucas has probably let the cat out of the bag a couple of times, but I'll clarify this. My full name, a lot of people call me Leonardo because they think it's real funny, you know, like, oh, Leonardo, mate, how you going? My name's not Leonardo. Okay, if you're not going to call me Leo, my real name is Leopold. All right? Don't laugh. Look, don't laugh. It's a good name. That's my great-grandfather's name, that one.
It's a strong name.
It is. It's a very strong name, right? And my last name, it's in full, is Bone Sweater.
Fair enough.
Bones Wetter.
Yeah, Bones Wetter. Yeah. What are you laughing at, Greg? It's not funny, mate. That's my name. That's my heritage.
I'm just
Yeah,
what came to mind.
From?
What came to mind is that last names kind of originated from, you know, trades that people used to do. Trying to work out what a bone sweater would have done. Just
Mate, look, it's kind of like a jumper, all right? Don't make a joke out of it. It's like a sweater. It's a bone-coloured sweater, whatever. My ancestors were cold. Fuck, whatever. Okay, right. So, and I live next door to Lucas, so I'm usually all there. But I grew up out in the outback, you see. Me mum Karen and me dad Yanni, they were some hard yakkers. They were working hard in the farm, and doing all that sort of stuff. And then I came out into the big smoke to make something of myself, and I essentially do nothing. So that's a little bit of the background there. But I live next door with my Mrs. Sharon, and she's a top bird. She is. She's a great chick looking after me.
Real top sort.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit like a song, that, doesn't it? But
that just rolled off the tongue, man.
Ah, right, gotcha. But I got to tell you, speaking of Sharon, mate, we had a bit of a blue tonight because I was coming over to do your show. You getting into me into shit. Anyway, she was getting ready to go out. She figured if Leo's not going to be home, there's no point being here. So she wants to go out, and she's doing all the makeup up. And I said, look, what's taking you so long to get ready, hun? You don't need makeup. And she thought I was being all sweet, so I probably should have stopped there. But then I said, yeah, you need fucking a facial reconstruction. That didn't go down too well. She got
just remember, mate, next time she's standing naked in front of you, don't say, looks great, just needs an iron. All right, that never goes.
Nah, mate, that'd be rude. But look, I'll give you one more story, not to drag on too long, but I got into a little bit of strife off Lucas this afternoon too, because I answered the front door without any clothes on.
That'll do it, yeah. Your
Gave
front
him a
door
bit
or
of
his?
Well, that's the thing, I'm not sure what frightened him most is the fact that I answered the front door naked, or he's wondering how the fuck I got back into his house after he changed the locks. Yeah. So anyway, there's a little bit about me, mate. I'm a larrikin from out back. Now in the big smoke, doing a bit of nothing. And that's it. Oh, you can follow me on Twitter. Go and follow me on Twitter at Leo Bones U because he does.
I'll just let that sink in for a sec. At Leo Bones U on Twitter.
That's right. It's just a letter U. Just a letter U because I'm all edgy and shit.
Yeah, all straight edge. Get going. All right, mate. Well, thanks for that. Thanks for introducing yourself. Boys, let's jump into some game talk, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All righty. Leo, being as though you're a bit of a larrikin from out the back, you ever played a game called Minecraft?
Minecraft. Look, I know a little bit about Minecraft, but not a whole ton. You guys will have to tell me about it, mate. I don't know enough about it.
All right. Well, before we do jump into it, we probably should say g'day to the people listening along live. What do you reckon?
Sure. Do it.
Yeah. All right. We've got Dragonfire, Kaza, Bradicus, and Skrill. Thanks for jumping in live. Make sure you guys are chatting away as always. Radicus has wanted you to start at contraception in the back of the Valiant, talking about your backstory.
Oh, you want me to go all the way back there?
Probably not.
Nah, mate, I can't remember it. I was only young.
But you were the fastest still.
That's right. Don't you forget it.
You won once. All right, mate, let's, Greg, you and I have played quite a bit of Minecraft recently.
Yeah.
And part of me really wishes that, that I was recording the session when it was you, myself, Rem, and Azrael.
Yep.
We'd all jumped on and just having a good laugh. And halfway through the game, I realise, okay, yeah, I'm a bit of a troll. Just because I just go off and do things in my that were complete opposite of what anyone else was doing. So,
to be honest, we called this weeks ago, and we already knew this. I'm surprised it took you that long to work it out.
Yeah, it's been said many times that I do have this ability, but it kind of really sunk in when I realised just the frustration of things that were going on. So, Leo, to give you a bit of an idea, in Minecraft, you mine and then you craft.
Get out of here. I don't believe you.
I know. The simplest things are often the best.
Mate, that's a very adequate name for a game, then, I tell you.
Yes, exactly. It just tells you what it's all about right up front. And certain things that we were doing in this world is a survival game. So you've got to go and mine all your own resources. So we're all down, well underground, just mining away. And of course, everyone's there.
Just minding your own business, eh?
Not really. I think that was part of the problem.
That was part of the problem.
There's a very specific way that most people like to mine, and that's straight lines, nice and systematic, so they can find everything that needs to be found. I think that's called
strip mining, mate. Strip mining.
Strip mining. That's probably a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, my great uncle used to do that back in the day. Sorry, mate. Keep going.
Oh, back in the day. Me, I was going sort of everywhere and just like, oh, what's that over there? And start digging through off into another direction, joining tunnels together, and generally just being a nuisance. But it was a lot of fun with everyone, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Yeah, no, look, I agree. Especially once you sort of get into a rhythm and finds their own job. So obviously Az was doing her mining. I was on portal duty and getting the nether set up so we could go mine in the nether. Rem was running around doing some other stuff, and your job was essentially just getting in people's way.
That wasn't a job. That was just an added bonus.
That was joy and stressing out people over and over again. So you'd stand in front of Az so she couldn't mine, and then you'd stress me out by sort of almost falling in lava all the time. And you know what? That joke got old for you because you eventually did fall into the lava. Many, many, many times.
Because I wasn't paying attention where I was mining.
No.
The first one in the nether was not my fault. I was standing on a block. I wasn't doing anything, and someone took the mine out from underneath me.
Yeah, you were standing on gravel. That's never a smart move.
Yeah. Well, I know that now.
You know that now. You learnt the hard way.
Yeah. I actually went back and had a look at my game, and I updated my old worlds. And I have 5 or 6 worlds from back in 2017, 2016 that I never got into it before.
Yep.
And it wasn't since, jumping in with you guys, having a bit of fun, playing it and actually understanding, the core mechanics and the way that you craft separate things.
Yep.
My house. So you come and joined my game the other night. We had a bit of a run around together.
Yep.
My house now has 3 stories.
Nice.
It's got glass windows all through the upper stories, and the walls, floors, and ceiling is done in the cave area.
Huh, very nice.
So I've just gone absolutely ballistic with it. It really has dug its little claws into me.
Mm-hmm. It does do that.
A chill out game.
It is. It's a chill out game, and you can burn hours seriously easily.
I don't know much about this Minecraft game, but you guys are making it sound like it's absolutely riveting.
It is an ultimate chill out game.
Yes.
You just you kick back.
Just in case for those of you playing at home, that was sarcasm. Sounds boring as fuck.
You know what, mate? Have a go. Actually, no, don't have a go because I'm not agreeing to you touching anything of Lucas's.
Has he got a house on this Minecraft game? Because I'll come over, just be like real life.
you can just dig your way through the wall, mate. You won't even have
just
to open
eat all his food. And...
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about this game, and apparently you can't sleep when there are enemies nearby and shit like that. Is that right? Is that how it works?
That is right. Yep.
Well, mate, I'll be able to make it work because I'm really good at sleeping. I can do that shit with my eyes closed.
Oh, I should have seen that coming.
Walked into that one.
We did indeed. Well, Leo, I heard you've been playing a bit of stuff today.
I did. I played a game. Yeah.
Did you have Lucas while you were playing this one as well?
Or was absolutely.
Well, you answered the door naked. I didn't know. Are you like pantsless now?
No, I've got clothes on now. No. I was happy to take my clothes off and answer the door, but I won't sit on Lucas's chair. This is his office. He no doubt flogs off here. There's tissues here and everything. I'm I'm not sitting bare bum on something that he most likely sits bare bum on as well. So you know what I mean. So no, I've got pants on, mate. I've double
just have
pants.
to peel yourself off it, mate. That's all.
Yeah, no, mate, that's fucking disgusting. But yeah, he pissed off this afternoon, and I've jumped on his computer and played a bit of his games. I played one game, but the bastard wouldn't load. It was a piece of shit. So I tried out this game called Road Redemption. Do you know that game?
Can't say that I do.
Yeah, well, look, the little bit that I know of it, it's kind of like I don't know if it's a remake or a reimagining of an old game that I used to play on like the Sega Mega Drive. It was called Road Rash. Do you remember that one?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So basically you ride a motorbike and you smack other pricks in the head with like a crowbar or a samurai sword and all that shit.
Smacking someone in the head with a samurai sword, how's that go for you?
Yeah, mate, real good. Real good. I'm mad good at it.
All right.
That's about it.
Any other things you can fillet your opponents with?
Well, yeah, there's heaps of shit. There's like chains and there's like ball and chains. I call mine Sharon. And, you just hit people. You just keep smashing them. And I think it's a race too, but I couldn't give a shit if I come first because I always come first. Good game, but good game. You just kill people. And then the cops come up and they come up beside you. You can lop their heads off. You've got to smack them with a pole first to knock the helmet off. And then you use something sharp and you can just decapitate the pricks. So, yeah, I like that game. Yeah. That's really good fun.
Yeah. Do you get to call an Uber after to get a lift home?
No, that's stupid, mate.
Mate, I do have another question. This is the old ball and chain.
Yeah, what about it?
How's she go being called Shazza?
Oh, well, that's a name. What do you mean?
Well, her name's Sharon.
Yeah, that's my pet name for her, really.
That's your pet name.
Yeah, good old Sharon. Yeah. Nah, but everyone calls her Shazza. Everyone calls her Shazza. When her and me mum get together, it's kind of funny because it's Shazza. It's a laugh.
Oh, I guess you got to be there for that one.
Yeah, right.
All right. The Division 2. So episode 1 has dropped for season 1 pass owners, and it drops for the general public or everybody else tomorrow. So that would be Tuesday. So by the time this goes live, it's available to everyone. Now, first and foremost, the locations are phenomenal. They look absolutely brilliant. It's like someone went, show me what you can do. And so they've gone and made the one that I've finished is the zoo. The Washington National Zoo, I think it's called. So yeah, you're going in and out of old animal cages. There's animals around. You can shoot the monkeys, which is when I shot it, it was actually quite shocking because it kind of just was sitting up there on top of one of the cages. The glass had all been smashed and whatnot, and then I shot the monkey, not thinking because I wasn't really paying attention, and then it just sort of went limp, and its lifeless body fell and hit off the glass top, and then just fell down and landed with a splat on the bottom. And it's kind of like,
mate, don't be shooting the monkeys. That's not good, mate. Monkeys are like the best creatures in the world, mate. Any living thing that's got the balls to shoot in their own hand and throw it at people and then masturbate with that same fucking hand, mate, that's bloody class.
That's all class, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I was waiting for one of them to do that. But unfortunately, they do disappear pretty quick. The bullets.
They got shy because you beat them to it, didn't you?
Well, yeah. But that's why I can't go to Featherdale anymore. The other thing is what they're calling I believe it's classified as an expedition. And you go to find details of a lost convoy that has... one of the Shade Tech devices, which is like their division communication network. And this one, it's really weird how they've set it up, and it's actually quite confusing. So every week, a a new part of this thing opens up, and you go in, you find an echo, which is like a replay of something that's happened. It's got 3 options in it, and you've got to go and investigate each one of these options. And it sounds confusing, quite simply because it is. It'll be something that I think needs to be played through a few times. And so far you can't do that. It's sort of like a one-hit wonder. But it's cool. It's got a whole lot. Like it's got puzzle elements. It's got different types of enemy encounters, and it's all stuff that is just their new mechanics, their new style that hasn't been part of the division before. So that side of it's actually pretty cool. So keep an eye out, because I've been streaming that. Obviously, I haven't played much this last week, but more will be coming up as it goes along. So keep an eye out for that.
Sounds good. Might have to get myself onto this whole streaming business.
Yes, it's great fun.
I'll have to flog Lucas's computer again, maybe another time. I say.
Yeah, we'll just find out when he's off. He's off somewhere, and we'll set you up, mate. It's all good.
No, he's always at work. I'll just come over then.
Yeah, just come through that special little hole you've got in the fence.
Don't talk about that. You'll fix it.
Greg, anything new happening in Forza, mate?
No, not really. Just doing my thing. I've been doing the weekly thing. I've been doing more of the Lego thing. There's apparently I've unlocked the barn find on the Lego thing, but it hasn't popped up what it is yet. So I'm just playing through and trying to find out what that is. But other than that, I've done a fair whack of the challenges now. I think I'm over halfway through them now. So yeah, it's fun. Still fun. I'm still enjoying it. I'm still smashing stuff out. Instagram still getting cars pop up on it. So yeah. Yes, you showed me the Cannonball Run Contage the other day. Yeah, I know. Does that take you back to your childhood or what? That does, but the important question. Yes. Can it skip across a lake? To be honest, you're gonna be disappointed in me. I haven't tried yet, so we're definitely gonna have to. We're gonna definitely have to try. Right. It's on the box. I'll have to come in and watch. Yes. All right, mate. Well, the last bit of game talk from myself is Wolfenstein Youngblood.
I've been liking the look of this game. This will be a first for me. I get to play with twins. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you play? Oh, come on, mate. I'm trying not to picture you playing with twins. Mate, don't pretend you don't want to see that. You'd be all over that. All over that like a fat man on chocolate, eh? Dipped in chocolate. Right. Anyway, what about it anyway? Blood. So the big thing is, so it's gone away from the original Wolfenstein style. That you're no longer playing as BJ Blazkowicz. So the game itself, yeah, exactly, that guy. It happens 19 years after the events of Wolfenstein 2. Yeah, so they're adults. So they're adults. So you're all good. BJ's obviously disappeared into Nazi-occupied Paris, and the two girls in it, they've got to go in and get him. Pretty much. So the big thing about this is it can be played in co-op, or it can be played with just an AI secondary person. So far, it's very Wolfenstein. It's very, shoot the shit out of everything, and looks absolutely phenomenal. So, and the cool thing is the second player doesn't have to buy the game. Is that right? That is exactly right. That's right. So that's sick. Exactly right, mate. You just have to borrow the PlayStation off someone. I'm sure you can, find one around. I'll just take one of these. I don't think Lucas will notice. There's one in the box here. I'll take it. Yeah, I think he's got like 27 of them. Yeah, rich prick. You'll be right. And you just similar sort of setup to a Way Out. You download the trial and you play through with someone who's got the full game. Loads of fun. I still haven't tried out the secondary player yet, but so far, lots of fun. Yeah, well, that's a good question that Radicus has mentioned. And how much is it? I've seen it for 49 bucks. I think it's 49 bucks on this computer thing here. What's it called? Bloody gas or something? Steam.
Yes.
Steam. Steam it's called. Sorry. Yeah, it's 50 bucks. That's cheap, mate.
Is it worth full price, Radicus? I haven't played enough of it to say that I would drop $100 on it. $69 for a new release, I'd pick it up and give it a crack.
But it's not $100, mate.
No.
It's come out reduced
after this little release period, because we're in the middle of QuakeCon from Bethesda. So Bethesda have got big sales, and this is part of their release strategy. After that, it'll go up. So it'll probably
Cheeky
be 89 at somewhere like JB, and I dare say EB Games would have it for a hunch.
I thought it was cheap because it was shit.
No. If you like that style, if you just want to play something where you can switch off, have fun, and blow shit up, it's great fun. And now you can do it with a friend. So keep an eye out for that as well. I haven't streamed any of it yet. I do want to bring up something with you guys. Well,
it sounds like we're in trouble, Greg.
I'll bring it up tentatively with you. Now, only because I'm trying to go through all the responses that you could have, Leo. But there's been a bit of an outcry and a lot of hate towards this game because it has 2 female leads. Do either of you guys care?
No,
mate, I am all for it because they are stunning specimens. Those 2 little ladies.
Good.
I'm not sure that was the answer you're really going for, but yeah.
Not exactly what I was going for, but hey, it works.
Yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. Obviously I haven't played it, so I can't tell. But like the fact that it has 2 female leads from the outset doesn't bother me. If it doesn't work in the game, then it doesn't work in the game, and that's annoying. But
at the end of the day,
I don't care.
It doesn't matter.
No.
The fact that I'm playing as one of the twins does not mean anything to me.
No.
It means that I'm playing with someone where I'm just running around shooting shit, and the story is there, the story of the family, and that's the fun bit. And the reason I bring up this question is there's been a lot of hate directed at this game for the simple fact that people are claiming that it's a slight on the game because Wolfenstein does have a very storied past. And, way back to, it was one of the first ever first-person shooters. So there's all this history that people are complaining about. But I think it's a great evolution. It's a next step in a story, and I'm all for it. I'm enjoying it so far. There'll be more information as I get further through it coming up soon.
Well, the biggest disappointing part of this game is that it's in first-person mode. You can't switch to third-person, can you?
No, not that I've seen.
See, that's the thing. If you're just playing single-player, you can't even check out your character's ass. But if you're in multiplayer, I guess you could check out your sister's ass. There's nothing weird about that.
Sure.
Not in my family, anyway.
This is reminding me of an episode of Black Mirror I just finished watching, and it's really disturbing how this is
What's
going.
That? Checking out your sister's ass?
No, not quite. It's so there's an episode on the new series of Black Mirror where a guy has this mate that he used to play a fighting game with, and there's like this new VR version came out, and he sends him a full blown virtual experience kind of thing. You plug a little thing in, you take on the character, and
I've seen this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you had a ball laughing at this one, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a different story, but that's 2 blokes.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it could easily be 2 blokes controlling. It's just, you're checking out your best mate's ass. Yeah, which I think is what this dude was doing, so.
Leo does not bone blokes.
Anyway.
Joke's a joke and a poke's a poke.
The twin thing, all for it, mate. The other way around, nah, mate. Call me a sexist pig, but I like the ladies better.
That's the way. All right, boys. Well, let's jump into some news, shall we? All right. Well, Greg and I have got some stuff to go through with Bethesda, and in regards to QuakeCon. So first, I'll get two other bits of news out of the way. The Ubisoft experience. So you boys fan of Ubisoft?
Oh, as much as the next person?
As much as the next
Look,
person?
mate, I don't know much about Ubisoft, but I take my lead from that bloke that I live next door to. The guy whose chair I'm sitting in, and he fucking can't stand them, from what I hear. He's got the shits with them because they won't make his favourite game. Oh, poor Lucas can't have his Splinter Cell. But yeah, that's about all I know about these bastards. Other than the fact that they've got their little experience running after flogging the name of your podcast.
I know, right? The Ubisoft
Dirty
experience. So the
bastards.
Aussie Gamers experience might have to go and say, what the heck?
Yeah, please explain.
Please explain. Anyway, it's a 2-day event. It's held Saturday the 14th and 15th of, September? I probably should know that, seeing as I'm on telling the story. It is September at the Roundhouse at the University of New South Wales in Sydney, which is a pretty cool venue, though not overly big.
Yeah, I've been there before. I've seen a couple of bands play there. Yeah.
If you want to have a
That's
beer,
good.
take out a mortgage. This is going on. Cost is $20 to get in, and all proceeds are going to the Are You OK charity, which I think is pretty cool. So,
Yep.
The event itself, it includes developer panels, competitions, meet and greets. You can also play some classic Ubisoft games, as well as the new ones coming up: Watch Dogs Legion, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, which I'm very much looking forward to, and Roller Champions, which I know Lucas is looking forward to, even though he's already had a crack of it. And Beyond Good and Evil 2 is apparently making an appearance,
Wow.
which I
Wow.
was surprised of.
All exciting, those ones. No Splinter Cell, but
No.
you know what? I really, really want them to announce a new Splinter Cell so I can hear the bloody end of it from this prick Lucas.
I know. It just
Yeah.
living next to him. Did you hear the tears during E3? Was there tears?
Oh, mate, I don't know about the tears, but I heard the walls shaking and the screaming and the carrying on. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just
For
a
the
nightly
first time
recurrence.
ever, I almost called the police on him. It's normally the other way around.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, he's normally a pretty quiet guy. I don't hear much from him because even when he gets home and I'm out the front and I wave at him, he just drives straight in the garage and shuts it before I can go and, have a chat with him. He's really private. But yeah, when E3 was on, geez, he cracked the shits and I knew he was home that day.
Alrighty, so that's happening in September. You can find details all over the internet, and pick up some tickets and get stuck into it. Now, anyone that's listened to the show last week,
I heard it.
You did. You heard about the streamer that threw a cat over her shoulder.
Oh, yeah, geez, know all about that one. Twitter's a bit bloody angry about that.
Everybody lost their minds.
Yeah.
Quite rightly so. You don't treat anything like that,
No, you don't throw cats over your shoulder.
No,
you throw them in the garbage disposal.
In a burlap sack into the river. Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, I heard a joke
Something like
about cats. Do you know how to make a cat go woof?
How?
Soak it in petrol and set the bastard on fire. I'm just kidding. I don't harm animals, all right? Just a disclaimer there. But you can't deny that's some funny shit. Yeah, that's right.
It's all funny, yeah. Radicus in the chat, I think her name was Alanita or Alinity or something along those lines. How do you make a dog go meow? All right.
Yeah, you chuck it in the... Oh, I know that one, mate. That goes back way back. You put it in the freezer for a couple of days, you pull it out and you hit it with a chainsaw. Yeah, that's how you do that.
Well, Greg.
Yes.
You're a cat owner.
Yes.
And you could probably attest to this statement. Science has proven that nothing causes humans to act faster than the sound of a cat hawking up a steamy feast.
I will tell you right now, yes, that is true.
Yep. All right. So a streamer by the name of Jaded Blue was in the middle of streaming Escape from Tarkov. His cat walks in. He goes, "Hey, what's up? What's the matter, buddy?" And then you hear, "Huh, huh, huh." Stream cuts out.
Yeah.
What's happened? He's then posted a photo up on Twitter, which kind of makes my stomach turn, to be honest with you. The cat, the guy has his PC tower on the floor. The cat's got up next to it and thrown up all of its dinner into the top vent of the PC.
Now that's cause for throwing a bastard.
Yeah.
So to give you an idea of how much it threw up, the only things that were salvageable from the computer was the power supply, his hard drive and solid state drive, and the case.
Jesus Christ, what the thing have for dinner? Acid?
It's just, it pretty much threw up directly onto the graphics card and in turn fried everything.
No, mate, I'd be plugging the cat in. You can be the graphics card now, you bastard.
So, this is a bit of a funny story, I thought.
For us, definitely. Not for him.
Yes, yes. So the news is in, computers fried. Rest in peace. And yeah, he's get back another one. The best thing, as is always the way, the responses on Twitter. So there's been a few people that have gone, this has been a fear of mine. A friend's cat has pissed in an open PC on a brand new graphics card. And then the top one, the cable management is worse than the puke.
Yeah, these PC people are a bit particular about their cable management.
Yep.
Fuck it.
That's why mine's up against the wall, because if anyone saw behind mine, ew.
Silver spooners. Fuck the cables, mate. If it's plugged in, it's plugged in. That's all you need.
Plugged in, as long as it works. That's right.
Yeah. I don't get extra FPS from making me cable straight now, do I?
I think you can, actually.
Nah, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit. All right.
Yeah. Mate, Lucas tells me all this stuff. He tells me, no, it's bullshit. He also tells me something about water cooling. It's for wankers. That's what he says. I don't know. I don't know what water cooling is.
That's where just before you start a really intensive game, you take it outside, hose it down, and take it back in so that it's got that nice bit of coldness about it. Get it running.
Nah, right. Yeah, I'll do that to Lucas's computer before I have another go into this Road Redemption game. Right, I'll do that, and mate, he'll be happy.
Beautiful.
Just take it to the kitchen sink. You'll be all right.
All right, Greg. Mate, do you want to kick off with some QuakeCon stuff?
Sure.
So QuakeCon's just finished up, and they've released details about everything we know about.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also been a bit of controversy thrown in.
Oh, look, it wouldn't be Bethesda without it, to be honest. So news came out that all three classic Dooms are coming out to modern consoles, including Switch. When people started playing it, they logged on to especially the original Doom, and it came up with a Bethesda Net login requirement before you could start playing it. Obviously, people got a little bit shirty about that because they're like, this has no online content, it's a single player game, and any multiplayer is local network anyway.
Yep.
So people were like, what the hell? Anyway, after a little bit of time, Bethesda came back and said that they were working on a fix, that it was always optional because it was only there for Slayers Club members to log on to get rewards for playing the classic Doom titles, and that it should have only been for all of them. It should have just been an optional login, but at the moment it is you have to log in for the first time you play Doom 1 or 2, and you have to log in every time for Doom 3. But hopefully it'll all fix up, and it should be an optional thing. You should be able to play it without.
Bethesda Net, as much as I enjoy Bethesda games, Bethesda Net is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, look. Yeah. It's
Sounds like this Bethesda crew are going to get real good at riding a bike, especially backwards, because these guys are backpedaling real hard.
yeah.
Yes.
Look, I think it was a way of trying. Look, we can take them at face value, and yes, it was a cock up, or we can look at it as backpedaling, and this was just their way of trying to funnel more people into their Bethesda net server launcher. I think it's just they're trying. They're really trying hard to flog a dead horse here. Like, clearly, who? No, I don't particularly want to join up to Bethesda net.
Well, Lucas was having a bit of a whinge to me earlier that apparently because the Doom games got put on the Nintendo Switch, they removed it from the Xbox One backwards compatibility list. Is that right?
That is correct.
Whoa, that'd piss off a lot of people, wouldn't it?
And it has.
Yeah.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
Yep. And in true fashion of the internet, they've gone absolutely nuts. And poking fun at Bethesda seems to be, a favorite pastime of a lot of people. So they've added the Bethesda.net prompt into other classic games.
Yes.
So things like Mario, Castlevania, Pokemon, Legend of Zelda, the original, the original Mario.
Original Castlevania.
Yeah. Final Fantasy. Cloud, a Bethesda.net account is required to play this title. Please connect to the internet. So they've just gone through and done it with everything. And I just think that's funny. But then the backpedal. How about the backpedal?
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's just Bethesda really doesn't need any more bad press. Like, you would think that they would try and avoid this. They'd play a low profile for a little bit, but they just don't seem to know when to take a hint. And this is just one more example of them. I don't know. It's disappointing from my point of view, and it's just a series of disappointing events now. So anyway, that's what it is. Look, they said they're going to fix it, and hopefully it'll be fixed soon, so everyone can play OG Doom without the need for a Bethesda net account.
You'd be a bit of a Doom fan, wouldn't you, Leo, from back in the day?
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Played it a ton, mate. That's all I did.
Yeah.
All you did?
What's your...
I was going to say, a lot of underage drinking, I would have thought would have happened as well.
Yeah, we won't talk about that, mate. That's another life, that one. Played it a lot. I did play it a lot. Played a lot as a kid. It's a good game, that one.
All right, well, let's go.
Got to get swifty.
Hold on a sec. Okay, Lucas is calling. Just hold on a sec, guys. Yep. Yeah, we're recording, man. Just it's okay. What do you mean?
I'm in trouble, I bet.
Yeah.
When aren't you?
Okay.
What's he saying?
Give me a couple of minutes and we'll sort something out. Yeah. All right. Cheers, man. Leo.
Fuck, it wasn't me. Fuck, he's lying.
It wasn't you.
No.
Apparently, Lucas isn't out working.
Oh,
he's telling me that you've locked him out of his house.
No, he's at work.
He's at work?
Yeah, he's at work.
No, he's just ringing up and taking the piss, is he?
Yeah, he's a joker, that bloke. Yeah. No. Yeah, he's at work, that bloke.
Okay. That's not him banging across the background I can hear, no?
No, there's no banging in the background here.
That's just a dog, was it?
Yeah. And every now and then I bump my knee on the table. That's what you can hear.
Oh, that's probably it. That would explain it. Oh, bloody, that Lucas always trying to have a bit of a joke, eh?
Yeah, he's a funny bloke. I like him. He's good.
All right.
Anyway, let's move on, eh?
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Editing Lucas can take that out later. So, some other stuff was released during QuakeCon. Some more information about Doom Eternal, which is the next step in Doom. This one does require an online account because it's new and they all do. I haven't actually watched, but there's some information in regards to the new PvP experience, which is called Battle Mode. It's been designed from the ground up by ID Software. So a new bit of fun with PvP, which I must admit, in the last one, the PvP stuff was a little bit lacking. Even though I don't play a lot of it, it was still not quite there 100%.
Get good, scrub.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm up with the lingo.
Oh, was that a back? You locked your leg again, didn't you?
Yeah. I keep doing that. Okay. My bad. Sorry, I'm moving around a bit.
All right, sounds good.
I'm pretty animated, if you know, right? If you see me on the shows before the videos, yeah, I'm all over the place. It's not
right,
Lucas.
Sweet. Grejio, your favorite, bro.
Yeah, let's talk about
76. Let's talk about that.
Sure. All right. So it's getting a new nuclear winter map, which is their battle royale mode. It's called Morgantown. It's set in a sort of urban landscape, so it's a bit more of an urban warfare kind of feel to it, which gives it, obviously, as opposed to the first map, which was kind of a wooded area, sort of hilly, deserted area. You've got buildings and stuff like that you can climb up in and run around, so you've got a bit more verticality, a bit more cover.
Nice.
So there's that. There's also a new raid being released set in Vault 94. There'll be 3 missions attached to this, which will be on a weekly rotation. It's designed for 4-player groups, and it will reward you with armor and social rewards. On top of that, they talked about the new Wasteland update, which is the next big update coming, which is the one with the NPCs. They talked about the dialogue trees that are attached to those NPCs. And they said it's going to be more like Fallout 3 than Fallout 4. And that it will be released in November. The last thing that they did was they said that private servers were coming soon. So
private servers. Oh, okay. So you can just play around with your mates.
Yeah, well, we assume that's what it is. No one, there's not really
charge associated with it.
Yeah, look, there's not a great deal of information about it. That's so I guess it's a watch this space kind of comment, but yeah, I guess watch this space. So, awesome. But it said it's coming soon. So I think the quote was, "It'll be here sooner than you think." Considering I wasn't thinking it was coming at all, it could be next year, and it would still be sooner than I think. So,
come on, mate. Positives. They're going in a positive direction.
No. I look, that's my cynicism, but yeah, look, it's coming soon. So you can assume that it'll either come with. I'm going to suggest it will come with the Wasteland update, but the way they said sooner than you think, it might be here before then. So, yeah, watch this space.
I think that's about it for QuakeCon. They celebrated things like Young Blood and Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, which is their VR bits and pieces. That was all good. The Doom stuff, some ESO. The big thing is they've got a sale on at the moment, but I think that will be finished by the time this goes live. Some more stuff on Rage 2, and just with all the lunacy that goes on with that. They've got some new Game Plus, Ultra Nightmare difficulty, and a Blazkowicz voice pack. Next year's Quake 2 stuff, that's probably about it, really. You can find everything at youtube.com/Bethesda to go and watch the entire show. But better yet, I've got a bit of a story going together over on the agexp.com, our website. Go over there and check it out. All right, boys. I believe that's about it.
Oh, thank God it's getting pretty hot in this bloody flano. This computer's running hot.
It's running hot.
And me beautiful golden locks are keeping me neck really fucking hot too. So, yeah.
Nice and red.
Yeah. Me sunnies are bloody fogging up.
Awesome. All right, well, let's jump into some last words, shall we?
Okay.
All right, Kaz and Radicus, bit of a shout out to you boys for hanging around for a while. Radicus and, well, everyone that's interacted during the stream. Skrill was here, and Dragon Dragonfly was here floating around as well.
She had enough of our shit and legged it. Smart move, buddy. Smart move.
That's it. So Lucas's other show called That Other Show. Make sure you check it out on YouTube and iTunes. It's the only place that it's been put up at the moment. For all the streaming, Leo, you want to get into some streaming, bro?
Oh, yeah, mate. I'll give it a bit of a belt.
Give it a go. Well, maybe we can set you up with Aussie Gamers TV.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
It'll be already set up on Lucas's computer, so I'll give that a crack. And
You've already pinched everything else on the computer.
Yeah, why not? I may as well make my own login on this bloody computer, eh? What about that?
Yeah. maybe for the first one, don't play a game that's too graphically, excessive. Don't worry about hosing don't worry about hosing the PC down to get it any more boost. You won't need to.
Oh, all right. Okay, right. I'll leave that be. Hey.
Yeah, leave that be just for now. Later on, if you want to play Crisis or something like that, that might need a bit of water cooling.
Okay. All right. Hey, I've got a shout out. Do you mind? Can I have a shout out?
Of course you can.
All right, I'll just give a shout out to Leo Bones. Mate, he's a bloody legend. Follow him on Twitter at Leo Bones U, and that's the letter U. Come and give me a follow, because there's a certain person out there in the Twitterverse that I'm trying to get more followers than, just so I can go, ha! I got more followers than you.
I think you've already got more than me, mate.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah, mate, because I'm a good bloke. I'm so fun. Yeah, silly bastards, mate. Yeah, good, go. You guys got some shout-outs.
Grejio XBL on Twitter and Instagram. We can see some sexy Forza creations. We might even get a photo of the car going headfirst into water, because I don't think it's going to skip.
maybe not. I don't know. Probably not. You find something shallow enough, we'll just drive through.
It'll look like it's skipping.
It'll look like it's skipping.
Yeah. You don't want to skip it too much, though, because that's when the wing falls off, and you're screwed then.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a throwback for anyone listening that just goes, geez, how old are these guys? Now you know.
Pretty.
All righty, boys. We'll close it up, eh?
Thank you very much. Lucas told me to mention the giveaway. He's got some giveaway running. He's not going to after tonight, because I'm going to take it.
I wasn't going to mention it.
Yeah, he's got an Xbox One S all digital edition that he's given away for fucking nothing. What a nutter! Anyway,
just remember, mate.
What?
We've got photos of it, so leave it alone.
Yeah, I'll put it back. Right. I was only joking. All right. Yeah, so he's given that away. Go across to Lucas's Twitter, which is what is it? Aussie Gamers 12.
Yep, that's the one.
Right. Yep, go across there on Twitter and have a look at his pinned post, and it'll show you how to enter. Now, he's also got a couple of some runner-up prizes in there. One of them, some beanbag, which looks pretty sick. I'd like to win that myself. And there's also a Borderlands 3 promotional poster. I think he got him off that Radicus bloke, because he's a top lunatic, that guy.
Top bloke.
You know that Borderlands game?
Mm-hmm.
You guys a fan of that?
Not specifically. But
geez, mate, I didn't ask you to do arithmetic.
Not overly. I haven't played enough of it with anyone else.
Yeah, me personally, I'm not a massive fan of it, but when I was in jail, I was good mates with a bloke named Jorge. I think he was talking about he loved that real lots too. I don't know, I couldn't really understand him.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I bet you understood him when he asked you if you were sleeping.
What?
All right, and on that note, thank you very much, everyone. Yes.
Sorry, just on a side note to that, if you enter the competition, I put up a post for it on my Instagram. If you go and like that, that will give you another entry on that as well.
Oh, bonus!
Bonus stuff.
Bonus. Who uses Instagram these days?
Look.
Top models.
The people that want more entries into an Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Get onto it. Get your extra entry in, because this prize should go to one of you blokes that are nice and regular. And I'm not talking about taking a shit at 8 a.m. every day.
That'd be good, though.
What, being regular and taking a shit at 8 a.m. every day?
Yeah.
That's fucking excellent.
that's my 5:30. It's a pain in the ass.
You need more fibre if it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, the double entendres are flowing tonight. All right, can we close it up now? We done?
Yes.
Anything
Yes.
else? Any other
right.
shouts?
Righto.
Thank you very much to everyone who's listened to the show, and especially those that are still listening this far along. A super special thanks, as always, to the listeners listening in. It's always good to have you joining us. Thank you, Grejio,
No,
for
my pleasure, man.
joining us this week. And Leo, what a special guest, mate. Thank you very much.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Beautiful. We'll have to get
I'm
you on
getting
again.
real good at these podcasts. Yeah, not for a few weeks though.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have to make sure, mate. We'll just, a little bit of feedback. I know you're animated, but just if you move it around too much, man, we can hear you hitting things. It does sound like someone's banging on the window.
Yeah, but it's definitely me on the desk.
Yeah, I know, mate. I'm all for that. Just thought I'd give you a bit of feedback. You know what I mean?
Oh, all right. Thanks, mate.
Beautiful. To all of our listeners, feel free to continue any of the topics we've discussed on this show on our Facebook page or the Discord channel. To get in touch with us directly, you can shoot us an email at info@theagexp. And, of course, don't forget to hit up our website, www.theagexp.com. Links, as always, are in the podcast show notes and description. That is all from me. As always, I am Snoogs.
And I'm Leo Bones.
I have been Grejio.
See us.
Goodbye, lovely peoples.
Ooh, okay, that's the end of this week's podcast. And if you found yourself shouting at your speakers in disgust or maybe even in pleasure, make your way over to our Discord server and make a comment in the appropriate channel. Failing that, you can also have your say over on our Facebook page, or you can just tweet at us. Searching for the Aussie Gamers Experience will usually lead you in the right direction, but you could just use the set of links that are in the show description. This podcast is available through Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, and plenty more. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope to see you on the next episode of the official podcast of the Aussie Gamers Experience.
Hey, Radicus here was saying, does your parole officer know you're on here? Mate, I'm not on parole. I'm
He's
on
like
the run.
He's like an iPhone. He's jailbroken.
Nah. Oh, I got a story about me and the cops. Do you want to hear it?
Always.
Yeah, this was just last night. I was blind drunk, mate. I've been drinking all day yesterday. It was a good day. It's a good day.
Day drinking is always a good day.
Yeah, and I was all day and all night, mate, because it was about midnight. I got approached by the cops. I was standing in the middle of the road crying. And the cops have pulled up because, I don't know, I reckon some people probably called because, they had to go around me and stuff. And the cops have walked up to me and they said to me, mate, what's wrong with you? And I said, mate, I'm just upset. These two parallel lines on the middle of the road, they've got so much in common. It's such a shame they never go to meet.
That's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah. I might have lied about being on the alcohol all day. Maybe it wasn't booze. But it was a fucking doozy of a night, I'll tell you that much. So the cop said to me, get in, Leo, we'll give you a lift home.
I would have loved to have been the one to take that phone call. There's some guy standing and crying in the middle of the street. Okay, we'll come and get Leo.
I've got a funny story about the doll. Do you want to hear this story?
Please.
Yeah, well, you know that place down there, I think, what we used to call it? No, never mind, doesn't matter, can't remember the name, but it's Centrelink. I went into Centrelink and I went behind. I needed to give my mate a call to come give me a lift to pick me up because I didn't want to spend me money that I get from Centrelink on a taxi or an Uber. So I thought I'd give me mate a call to come give me a lift because he's got like this hot new ride. So I walked behind the counter, snuck into the staff room and picked up the telephone and started, dialing away. And the lady saw me, little bitch, she's got beady little eyes and those big glasses. She walked in and she said, "Oi, you can't use that. You don't work here." And I said, "You bastard, pay me, don't you?" They didn't find that too funny and they kicked me out. The security guy, the bloody roid munching, come and fucking kick me out. Yeah. That was no good. Got in a bit of trouble. I got me lift in the end.
You got one at least. That's all right.
Yeah,
just a different car than you expected.
Yeah, not real comfortable one. Those stainless steel seats in the back of a divvy van. Shit house.
Well, at least you can hose it out after you've had your fun.
Oh, mate, there's no fun in the back of that thing. And I tell you, at least I then got me free phone call. That's all I wanted. Bloody touchy bastards. Just a phone call these days. What's it worth? Me Nokia was out of bloody credit.
I can't believe you're still running a Nokia.
Yeah, mate, it's great.
Lucas upgraded it, didn't he?
No, he hacked it. Yeah, he hacked it.
Jailbreak.
Yeah. So it's got that Pokemon Go game on it.
There is a very important question about it, though.
What? What's that, mate?
Can you get porn on it?
Yeah, mate, absolutely.
Yep. That's why you wear glasses all the time, isn't it?
No, I don't wear the glasses when I'm looking at the porn. These things are too shiny. Everyone will be able to see what's on my screen.
See? You're a thinking man.
Yeah, mate. Smart bloke I am.
Good stuff.
If you thought of it, there's a chances are I have too.
Good stuff. Well, what do you say we get started, eh?
Yeah, right. Time to go. Let's do it.